Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. Now we are on our second visit with Ghislain, and after Ghislain we just have Orpheus left, and then we party, and then we get back on Leon for good this time until we actually get a good ending for him. So for now, we're snooping around, seeing what kind of information we can get on Ghislain before we go talk to him again. We're talking to Hubert first, so you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. About the Eastern land Chrysantheme. Hubert.
Chrysantheme has the shortest history of the 4 countries. Originally, it was composed of many small countries, and it wasn't even defined as a country at that point. It took quite some time for them to finally unify as the country Chrysantheme.
I wonder why.
One factor was the treacherous mountain terrain that physically divided the country. However, the biggest reason could have been the fact that their lack of grace was severe compared to the other countries. Therefore, people from Chrysantheme tend to be more independent. Up till now, they have been the ones who built their own history. They think very highly of themselves.
I see. With Ghislain as an example, it makes a lot of sense. Perhaps the reason Ghislain is so harsh with me is his distrust of the rain because his country was always deprived.
Princess, about the Eastern Knight, I assume that he is a difficult man to deal with.
But see, that's not really a good reason to give Violet a hard time, because it's not her fault. She was gone, and there was no rain. There was no rain to distribute the grace. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was whoever's fault that no rain was born for a long time, and as far as we know, that's nobody's fault.
If there is anything that worries you, come and talk to me, okay?
Ghislain lives by a strict code, as you say, but as for being a unique character, that is the same for all the knights.
Well, I agree with that. However, I just don't want my precious princess to be bullied by that uncouth young man.
You needn't concern yourself with that. I am no longer a child.
Princess, you have grown to become so responsible that I can't even spoil you anymore. This is terribly sad for me.
Regardless of Hubert's jokes, I think I should ask Ghislain about the condition of Chrysantheme. About the Eastern country Chrysantheme, Asagi.
Unfortunately, I don't know much about his country, but...
Did something come to mind?
Yes, about Ghislain himself. He apparently closely scrutinizes everyone around him. However, he seems to be getting along with Orpheus somehow.
Those two?
Well, Ghislain happened to hear Orpheus's harp somewhere, and he really liked it. Sometimes he invites Orpheus to his mansion.
So, he may like music.
Possibly, though it's rather unexpected.
This could be a topic of conversation. Let me keep this in mind. Response to the invitation, Ghislain.
I have responded to your invitation. However, I do not enjoy walking for recreation. If that is what you want to do, you should invite someone else.
We don't have to...
Well, that's fine. I will just take this as an opportunity to observe your ability.
He is the same as always. But I am thankful that he at least accepted my invitation.
Yeah, that's something.
About the Eastern country Chrysantheme, Uranami.
Regardless of his country, the Eastern Knight and Maya Louis are not well matched at all.
Do you mean their personalities?
Well, yes, that, but their country's priorities are completely opposite as well. If I had to guess, Ghislain seems like he would be the stubborn one and continue to despise Louis no matter what. I have heard a lot of things about him, and the most important things are... Which ones do I want to use? Of course it's going to be Hubert and Asagi. Confirmed. Well, let's give this a try. I have prepared enough now. I hope it goes well. Hey there, beautiful. I'm sorry, Ghislain. Did I keep you waiting?
I wanted to say you're late, but it seems you are on time. I was going to go home right away if you were even a minute late.
I am relieved that I made it then. Let us walk and converse.
Hold on.
Ghislain. These voices.
Get off me! My neck! Too tight! Release me now! This...
Akane, Dirili, what are you guys doing here?
So, you did not order them to do this. I detected I was being followed, but I did not expect them to be concealing weapons. If you can't see me without these kids following, then I'm leaving now.
It's not her fault. I'm pretty sure he understands that she didn't have them follow, but it sounds like he's like, well, if you can't get out of there without these kids following you, then I'm leaving.
Hold on. I swear I did not tell them to do this. So please, let go of those children.
Huh.
Akane, Ruri, I told you two to stay at home. What are you kids doing here?
Well, we were worried about Princess. Uncle Sumabeni said that Ghislain always bullies Princess. So, we were just trying to watch over Princess from afar.
I'm glad you guys care. But I can't overlook your inappropriate actions this time. Ghislain, I am so sorry. I promise that this will not happen again. So could you please turn a blind eye to this incident, just this once? And you two as well.
I'm sorry.
Never again. Keep that in mind.
Don't think that you've won. I was just careless this time. If you make Princess cry, I will never forgive you. I really thought they would be too scared to say anything back to him after that. It's really surprising that Louis is the one that they're afraid of out of all the knights.
Oh, dear. I just told you not to behave this way. They are really troublesome. I apologize, Ghislain. I will tell those children once again. Ghislain.
Don't just stand there. I'll leave you behind.
Hold on. After walking some time, I finally catch up with Ghislain and try to find a place where I can rest. Oh, there are already other visitors. In the small arbor, a male and a female Hanabito seem to be enjoying a talk together. We shouldn't disturb them. Let us find another place.
Well, seems there's no need for that.
What? Hey, the person!
Be quiet. Don't say anything. Let's go.
When they looked at us, well, looked at Ghislain, they hastily fled the area. Why?
Because I'm here. You already forgot what I told you before. Everyone runs away when they see my face, and if I look at them, they begin to tremble. If that is not wimpy, then I don't know what is.
Really? Is it still like that? I thought it was the atmosphere around him that made people tremble in fear. But his attitude is no longer intimidating, so why?
Probably the fact that I was once a soldier in Chrysantheme is common knowledge. Even back on the land, some people despised us, thinking us mindless, bloodthirsty soldiers.
Well, with that look on your face.
If Ghislain doesn't care about this, then I should just leave the matter. Listen, Ghislain, speaking of which...
And of course, mid-sentence is where we had to end that video. And we'll pick up with this conversation in the next episode. Poor Ghislain, I have a feeling he doesn't really like it that people are scared of him. But he's probably just hiding it, you know. I hope he makes some friends. I hope people start to lighten up around him. Well, he needs to lighten up first, and then people around him can lighten up and warm up to him, right? I hope. Especially since I'm going after Leon first, and Ghislain's gonna have to be alone. Alright, well, I hope to see you in my future videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.